Welcome everyone to the fourth ever episode of the Naysayer podcast. Today is a special day. We are covering the March Madness bracket. Um, this is going to be some high quality intel for your March Madness picks. So stay tuned, and you'll find out who we all think is going to win March Madness. And I'm going to pass it off to our March Madness specialist, Zay Dilly.
I really like that you said
what's up,
high
Share his
quality
bracket with us
intel.
tonight.
Yes, high quality. As good as J Biles. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen
Better,
real quick.
some might say.
My sources say I'm better.
Sometimes I wonder. They say some crazy things.
Bro, they say some stupid things. Oh, Landry just got massive there for a second.
All right, we good? We
That's
seeing
Some
everything?
big stuff.
All right, baby, here we go.
Okay, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and save us some time since we're going to be talking about so many different things. I'm going to go ahead and pick some no-brainers that I have. I have
Oh,
Duke over
okay.
Siena. I have Duke over Siena.
Wait.
Michigan Howard alone.
Zay, is this your bracket, or are we making this as a group?
No, so I'm telling you, like I'm currently making my bracket for like all of my groups, but you guys are giving input on whether you think my pick is stupid.
Oh, this is a live creation of Zay's bracket. Okay.
This is
Yes,
a
and we're
live
gonna
creation
play
of
on this.
all of my brackets. This is the only one I'm doing in all of my groups. So if I fail miserably, I fail miserably, and I don't have a backup one.
And everyone will
that's-
see you fail miserably live on video.
In real time.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's gonna be playing sad violin music literally tomorrow. But
Dude,
it's
I'm
all-
gonna play a clip from this pod the minute you get a game wrong.
Please do.
I'm gonna post it on my
Literally
story.
have every single clip, and it'd be like, so how many did Zay get wrong on the first day? It's just like every single day.
Zay update. Four
Yeah.
wrong.
It's just me just sitting in a corner crying because I just embarrassed myself to all 14 people who watch this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Every game, just like update the Instagram story for the pod. Just like
Yes.
another loss for Zay
Do it. Okay, do
Or
any of us think
another
UConn's
win.
gonna lose?
or another
Okay.
win.
For all of you
No, we don't
bracket,
care about that.
just an important note that the first round is only counted for 10 points of your total score. So if you get like 3 or 4 wrong, it's okay as long as you get the next round right. So
The
you
big
could
thing
have
is not losing teams that you have advancing far.
Yeah.
That's the
You also
Yes.
can't make like the $1 million or whatever if you miss a team in the first round. So you should try to avoid that typically.
Very true.
Sure.
It's literally like all games are bust, bro.
yeah.
Have any
Okay.
of you ever had a perfect bracket after day one?
Yes.
I have after day one and then lost the first game of the next day.
Oh.
It
So
was very frustrating.
I've
My
had a
best one
perfect
that
day two before. I'm not gonna lie, but my day one, like I said in the last pod, I pretty much like always miss the first game of the tournament. So
yeah. The best one that I've ever had, I was perfect up to the Elite Eight. I was top 5K. And then I got every Elite Eight game wrong. So I ended up like middle of the road because of how many points it was worth. Like that type of stuff.
Lando.
Yeah, I had Duke and Florida in last year, so it would have been perfect, but I would have won quite a lot of my brackets if Duke could have got the job done, but unfortunately Houston did what they did. So
Bro, imagine getting perfect all the way to the national championship game and watching that game with $1 million on the line.
Dude.
and then losing.
Yeah, and then losing because
Like
you
that'd be
didn't
the
get
most
the
high
correct
stakes
score.
viewing experience of all time.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do
Imagine.
some of these. Get out of
All
the
right,
way.
Zay, let's get cracking on this bracket.
Yeah. These are my no-brainers.
Do any of us think that a 1 or 2 is in danger?
Now wait just a minute, sir.
Yeah.
North
go
Dakota
ahead.
State is a scrappy basketball team.
Tom Izzo.
Tom
Listen.
is
North Dakota State they got scrapped to them. They're scrappy.
I
man.
understand that there might be upsets in this first day, but this is not one of them. This is not
They've got
one of
hustle.
them. North Dakota
got
State.
heart.
I'm not picking against Tom Izzo as a 3 seed in the first round. I'm just not.
No, listen, I understand a lot of people like North Dakota State because if they're also football fans, they know Carson Wentz, Trey Lance, all those types of people went there, so they just like seeing the Bison. So I get that, but this time we're just going to have to not go with them. On this side, I'm going to go Arizona. I'm going to go Purdue. Those are my and Gonzaga.
Landry.
Yeah, go ahead, Landry.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely insane
Yep.
comparison.
Okay,
there, but
just for you
what a
guys
comp.
wondering
We'll
about
roll with
North
it.
Dakota State, this is the simulation and similar games statistics. So,
Okay, we don't have to get that far into it. They don't have a statistic that measures scrap.
Not
Okay.
okay. Anyways,
As a
gonna
Tech
move
fan,
on.
Zay knows this better than anyone. Okay.
Tech
correct.
loses to scrappy teams all the time.
Oh,
If your team
he
is scrappy,
said-
you've got like an 80% chance of knocking Virginia Tech out.
Do any of us think that a 1 through 3 is in serious danger? Actually, no. I have Penn over Illinois.
Okay, I definitely don't have that, bro. Keaton Wagler is a dog.
bro. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
but
A really
Keaton-
good team always
No
loses in the
crap.
first round.
Hold on one second. I just got knocked out on the.
I've got a lot of
Microsoft
4
Teams.
seeds going down.
Okay, here we
Actually,
go.
do
I
I?
actually have faith in the 4 seeds.
All right. Illinois has the. Let me just go ahead and say this before we continue. Illinois has the most efficient offense in all of college basketball. Like, name any of your favorite teams, and they're not as good as Illinois' offense, like statistically. So you have to take that into account. This team is really good. This team is really
It has
good on
TJ
offense.
Power, though.
Correct.
Oh my goodness.
Correct. So I thought I'd go ahead and get those out of the way for now. And now we're just going to go ahead and start right here, get everybody to the round of 32. I personally am a big fan of this Ohio State basketball team. They are playing some incredibly good basketball right now. They beat Indiana. They beat Michigan State. Or no, they beat Iowa, not Michigan State recently. And they almost beat Michigan the other day on neutral court.
Yeah.
Which Landry, as we know, Duke beat Michigan on a neutral court. We're going to go ahead and say that. Hand is up here
I'm glad you
behind the
pointed that
bracket. I think St. John's is one of the best 5 seeds of all time. That's already been said on this podcast. I don't think that they are. To be honest with you, when you look at the other teams that are 4 through 1, like those teams, I see why they're still a 5 seed, even though they're still really, really good. I have Kansas over Cal Baptist. This is not a game that I think is in danger of being an upset. I think that Cal Baptist just isn't the team this time to take down. This is a really athletic and tough Kansas basketball team. But here's my upset for this one right here. I have South Florida over Louisville.
I agree.
I do not think that this Louisville basketball team is going to be able to play up to the standard that we are expecting them to. We don't know how Michael Brown's going to do coming back because we know that when he's in and he's not on, this team loses bad. This team, he will shoot 3 for 18. And it's just, this team, they have 3 guys that could score 30 any given night, but will they do it? I don't think they will against USF. I like this USF team.
I have this as like a flip-flop. If Michael Brown plays, then I'm picking Louisville. If he doesn't, it's pretty much that simple. I'm going with South Florida.
Sure. That's pretty cut dry. I'm never going to be mad if an ACC team wins. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. If an ACC team wins a basketball game in March Madness, I'm okay.
Which happens more often than not.
It does. And I'll give some statistics later on. But this
Oh, wow.
South Florida team just looks really good. they're just a consistent basketball team. If you look at their stuff, obviously they have some losses, but so does everybody else. I really think this South Florida team can get it done against this injured. Okay, I do also want to point this out. Can anybody look up for me real quick when Ramadan finishes up? Does anybody know when Ramadan finishes up?
I remember this because NC State had a player
The Thursday, March
19th, who was
Thursday,
doing
March
Ramadan
19th.
during March.
When? Okay, that's when it ends.
Yeah, it's from the evening of Tuesday, February 17th until Thursday, March 19th.
Okay,
So
in the
literally
morning
the
or
start
the
of the
afternoon?
Good question. I believe it's the night.
Okay, well, if it's the night, even if it's the morning, I do want to point this out. And they mentioned it in the broadcast the other day, and I'm glad they did because it is an important thing. That the center for Louisville is currently practicing Ramadan. He is a practicing Muslim, and he played the entire ACC tournament while observing Ramadan. So they said that these games are basically like his flu games. Like, this guy is not eating during the day. And even though he's playing through it and doing these different types of things, I can only imagine how that could, really affect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy now has not been eating food during the day before sunset for, over a month now. Big Al, did you raise your hand?
I remember NC State had one of their centers during their Final Four run was observing Ramadan, and they had to IV fluids into him on the sideline when he was sitting.
Yeah, I mean, that's big.
Is that
you really
cheating?
gotta think about how big that is.
Is that fair?
Is that fair?
I mean, he's literally
Are
not eating
people
during the day.
observing Ramadan allowed to take an IV?
I'm going to jump over here to the west side. I love the west side of this bracket. I think it is so much fun. A lot of the good teams are over, just all together in this. I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I'm feeling a Utah State win. I'm also feeling
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm high on the Mountain West, even on a down year, and I'm not that high on Villanova, so it's just they felt kind of like one of the more natural 9-8 picks for me.
Bro, I love watching Utah State, or really any Pac-12 team, or not Pac-12, but Mountain West team, when it's 12 in the middle of the night and the game is just tipping off. I'll watch them for an hour before I go to bed, dude, and they always look like a great team, so I'm picking them as well.
I love that. I love that we're of the same mind on that because I really do think that they have what it takes. Mountain West, like you said, they've been pulling out some consistent teams. I mean, they had New Mexico State. Was it New Mexico State or San Diego State? San Diego State.
San Diego State, yeah.
Arguably should have had a couple more teams in the tournament. At least one.
Absolutely.
Arguably.
New Mexico should have been in there, in my opinion. I'm right there with you. But I think that they just have what it takes to get over this Villanova team. And maybe Villanova is that team that just disappoints my entire bracket. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's going to be the case. They've not really gotten my attention throughout any point of this season as I've been keeping up with this. So maybe I'm wrong, but it is what it is. This Wisconsin High Point game. I know that this is a very common upset game. People like High Point. They like the look of them.
I have it picked in my bracket.
Yeah. I'm going Wisconsin. Because...
Oh, there's Landry.
Hey.
He's back.
Oh, back. Hey, Landry.
I'll
tell you what. They have the... Say what?
Can I give you an anti-High point?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so High Point had opportunities to have 2 quad 2 wins, and they lost both of those games by over 10.
By over 10.
They did not play any quad.
But have you considered Owen Aquino in the paint?
I think you have
Shout
to
out
consider Owen Aquino.
The former Flame.
He's going to be holding it down.
Pretty bad in the paint.
Yeah.
I like him.
I like Wisconsin. If you look at them, I think they have the
thinking
highest scoring duo in the nation. Yeah, Nick Boyd and John Blackwell, both 20 points a game scores from the 3-point line. I mean, they were just lights out during the Big Ten tournament. I just really like
That's the thing
look.
with Wisconsin, though.
Bryce
Wisconsin either
Harper,
scores like
2-run home
1,000
run. Bryce
points-
Harper, 2-run home run.
Oh my gosh.
Are you serious?
Frick, you spoiled it for me.
Yeah.
You spoiled it for me. How are you ahead?
I'm ahead.
How?
You're so far ahead. I've got Bryce Harper.
Oh!
Okay, I'm like way behind. I'm like a full.
Oh,
position
yeah.
behind.
Oh, frick.
Guys, I did not mean to ruin that for you guys.
That's
but I couldn't help
peak.
it.
I didn't know you were that far ahead.
Me
That was
neither.
a phenomenal hit.
Some would
Oh,
say
like,
that.
finally something.
Goodness.
Wow.
For those wondering, the World Baseball Classic final is happening at the same time as we're filming this.
Bryce
So
Harper
if we
just a
look
ball.
away occasionally, that is why.
Bryce Harper was meant to be on this team.
Bryce Harper just bombed that thing.
Let's hope Aaron Judge is not our last hitter up tonight.
Back to High Point, though, I picked them
Yeah,
because
for
they were
real.
the only 12 seed I felt comfortable picking. Literally.
Yeah, same. And I feel like you have to pick at least a 12 seed.
Also, I'm thinking about a team like McNeese, like a couple years ago, that like everybody was picking them to beat. Like I forgot who they were playing. It was like Kansas or something. And then
Yeah, and
just
they got
get blown
freaking
away.
massacred.
And then they come back the next time, and it's like, okay, we're not picking them this time, but that's when they go on the run. So
Yeah, I know. I had Clemson to my freaking Elite Eight in that game, and they got killed.
By McNeese.
High Point was a
By
popular upset
McNeese.
pick last year, and they lost. So I'm gonna go with them this year.
Okay.
Valid.
I like
That's a
that. I
great
like
point.
that discussion on High Point. I think they're a valid. Like, there's a reason they're a 12 seed. Like, they are a very solid basketball team. I just like the look of Wisconsin. I just like the look of them. And to be honest with you, I kind of hope I'm wrong on this one. And I'll tell you why. Because as much as I dearly love my Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, that boy Darius Acuff Jr. is a dog.
He's a dog.
Dog.
He is
When I
so
saw him draw
good.
Arkansas,
Dog.
I felt so bad when I saw him draw Arkansas because I was like, this would have been a popular upset pick if they were playing literally anyone else.
Dude,
Yeah,
you know
that
my
was a
heart
brutal
was
pick.
set on picking Hawaii like to the national championship, but just watching that Arkansas basketball team is playing the best basketball they've played all year, and their team looks great. They look so good. So I'm going to go ahead and put Arkansas ahead of them. This is where I'm having a dilemma in my mind.
Well, the game is being played right now to decide this game.
Yes.
Texas is currently leading NC State by 1 at halftime, 30-29.
I could see
And I'll
both
tell
of
you
these
what.
teams beating BYU.
Yeah, how many of y'all actually have BYU advancing?
I do. I believe in DeBonsa.
Yeah,
AJ
DeBonsta.
DeBonsta is a star. He is an absolute superstar. I actually have BYU going to my Elite Eight.
I have
Well,
them going for
okay.
Yeah, but
AJ
time-
DeBonsta
yeah,
is capable of putting 40 on someone at any game.
I will be rooting for NC State should they advance, but I picked BYU.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I love DeBonsta. I think I'm going to be rooting for DeBonsta regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
I
I'm
a
have
big
I
fan
have
of his.
actual rooting interest with State, so I have to. Root for
That's true. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest.
You're forgetting, guys.
That's
This
fair.
NC State took Kansas to overtime. I'm picking State.
Wow.
To make it.
Hang the banner. Hang the
They're
banner.
also cold though. That's
Only
the
lost by
problem.
one.
Like they had a really good front half of the ACC schedule, and then just kind of fell off a cliff.
Yeah, they've lost like 7 of the last 9 or something crazy like that.
Are we
We'll
going
wait,
to
Yes.
talk about momentum?
Don't sleep.
I'm talking about momentum.
Momentum means everything in March. That's
No,
what
it
got
does.
NC State to the
It
Final
does.
Four 2 years ago.
All right.
AJ, yeah, you should know better than anybody. NC State rode momentum straight to the Final Four a couple years ago.
We'll come back to this one. I do just want to go ahead and say that I'm putting Miami over Missouri. Missouri is
I'm
an
going to
SEC.
value a good ACC team over a mid overrated conference.
Missouri
SEC.
should not be in this tournament. They should not be in this tournament.
Yeah,
The
I kind of
SEC is
agree.
hyperinflated. That I just do not. This team is getting beat by, I think, the top 4 Mountain West teams. To put it plain and
Okay,
simple.
that's a little crazy. I don't know about
I don't
that.
think it's that crazy because we have 2 Mountain West teams, I'm pretty sure, and 2 of them almost made it. I think New Mexico almost made it. And who's the other team in the Mountain West that didn't make it that was close?
San Diego State.
San Diego State and Boise almost made it. I don't think it's crazy to say that this Missouri team is not – like, I think that they should not be in here. I think that they are in here because they love the SEC schedule so much.
There really wasn't a reason the SEC should have had the most teams again. They just weren't the best conference.
In 1 week,
Yeah, they definitely
in
weren't.
1 week, the Big 12 had 11, and it dropped to 8 within a week, and SEC was up to 11, and they were at 8. They completely flipped them.
Yeah.
Bro,
Every
Air
time-
Force went 3-29 this year.
Oh,
You love that fact where they can't recruit people over a certain height. So.
They don't have anybody over, I believe it's 6'5" on their entire roster. Their 3 wins were Alabama State, SIUE, and
SIU Edwardsville, shout out.
Indiana University, Indy.
Freaking
Indianapolis.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness, bro. What are we doing?
okay. Down to the South region here.
But yeah, anytime I see an SEC team in that 8, 9, 7, 10 range, I know where to go with it.
Mm-hmm. Knock them out.
The 7, 8, 9, 10 or the 8, 9, 7, 10?
8, 9, 7, 10.
8, 9,
And
7.
either of those games, I see an SEC team, I'm picking against them most of the time.
Okay. All right. Well, I put Florida ahead, and I'll be honest with you. I'm really struggling with this one, but I think I'm going to go
My
Iowa.
heart says Clemson, but my gut says Iowa.
Clemson.
But
Gut
Struggle
says-
no more. Iowa has Bennett Sturritz, and he is good. I ride
Clemson just
the
plays some
hot players during
inconsistent
March.
basketball.
Mr.
They play
Mr.
some-
If you get the
over
good
here.
Clemson, though, I think they have a chance to like really take care of business in that game. But the bad Clemson,
Well, Mr. Momentum was just over here talking about all these guys got momentum. All these guys lost 7 of their 9 games. Clemson was rolling through this ACC tournament and only lost to Duke by a point. They took Duke to the wire. Duke's one of the best teams in this game. You really think they're going to lose to Iowa?
Yeah, I do. I think they're going to lose to Iowa. I think Bennett Sturritz is going to drop like 25 on them.
It's not happening.
Troy just picks his favorite player on either team, and whichever one has his more favorite player, he's going to pick that team.
I pick whoever has the better player, and Bennett Sturritz is better than any player on Clemson's roster.
I don't know. I remember when Trey Young lost in the first round to Rhode Island all those years ago.
I need to correct
That was
my
awesome,
mistake. Clemson
by
did
the way.
not lose to Duke by 1.
Would they lose
Just in
by?
case y'all were wondering, this
Okay.
is what the
enough.
simulation
Okay.
looks like for this. Look how close this is, all right? They put these guys head to head,
it's
and
very
it's
close.
51-49.
Is that the
So-
closest
Favoring
game
them
in the
from three,
tournament?
My fault. I think it was overall.
So, like, look at this, 51-49. I believe this is one of the closer ones because just as y'all have talked about, Clemson is a solid ACC program. I think a solid ACC team always needs to be respected, but they're an inconsistent ACC program this year. I don't mean to sound stupid, but if the Virginia Tech Hokies beat you on your home court, you're not consistent. Okay, you're not
They had a
consistent.
massive cold streak.
You do not have my respect if you're allowing the Virginia Tech Hokies this year to walk in on your home court and beat you. They were beating them for most of the game. So, I'm going to go Iowa on that one.
I
Vanderbilt
agree.
Does
is
Iowa
hanging-
have enough of that scrap factor?
RJ,
Bro, the scrap factor is everything. Actually, I know they do because 80% of their team is white dudes, and white dudes are scrappy. That's all we got. So,
That's all we got.
you know they're bringing it.
I'm high on this Vandy team. That is one team from the SEC I do like. Is
I
Vandy.
really like this Vanderbilt team, man. They are just electric on both sides of the ball, if we're being honest.
All right, how do y'all feel about this Nebraska-Troy game?
Okay,
See-
so we have a friend I know. Riggs said he picked Troy. I don't see it. I just don't, unfortunately.
I would
the
like to
Huskies.
see it because my name is Troy, but Nebraska is really good. And honestly, them at a
Nebraska's also
4.
so due. They've never won a tournament game ever in their history.
Yeah, I have no reason to believe they're going to blow it now against a 13 seed.
These are some notable wins by Nebraska for all you wondering. Some big wins at the beginning of the season and a lot of losses here at the end. Close losses. I'm not going to
those are
act
some
like
good
it's
teams.
like
Oh my God, he's gone again.
He's gone.
He's gone.
What a disaster.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at some simulations. I mean, it's just here's some statistics. They've won 80% of meetings with number 13 seeds. This just doesn't have a good feel to it if you're Troy, so I do go with Nebraska on this one.
Bro, they just stole the freaking base.
Okay. There's a lot to say
there's a
about this
challenge
game
on the field.
because VCU is going to be a popular pick over UNC because of the lack of a Caleb Wilson. But as much as I don't like UNC, they haven't been a bad team without Caleb Wilson. Like, they're not bad. They can
Counterpoint.
They have been playing
VCU
very
is a
hard.
great team.
But
They
VCU
are.
is very good.
But I'm saying we shouldn't just be like, oh, VCU's really good. UNC doesn't have their best player, therefore VCU. I'm struggling with this one because I've seen UNC get some pretty good wins handily without Caleb Wilson. So I really don't know where to go with this one.
Yes, but have you seen them handily beat VCU without Caleb Wilson?
They handily beat who was it? It was like it might have been Clemson. Like
It probably was Clemson.
But I mean,
Let's actually
also
check
in
that
the
real
tournament.
quick. I can show y'all. Some notable games here. They beat Louisville without Caleb
No
Wilson.
Michael Brown. No Michael Brown. Doesn't count.
Michael Brown was there.
Did he play in that game?
Yeah,
Are you
Michael
sure?
Brown played this game.
Let me look.
They
We're
did
gonna
get
put-
blown away by NC State, but that was that happens with them sometimes. NC
It
State's a
does.
very hot and cold team.
Louisville. Oh, he did play. Okay, never mind.
I mean, we know with Caleb they were good enough to
What a
beat Duke,
confusing team.
so that obviously isn't all just him. But yeah, I don't know where to go right now because on one hand I want to say VCU because UNC doesn't have their best player and VCU is a team I'm high on. But on the other hand, I don't want to like sleep on UNC even without Caleb Wilson because they've still played pretty good ball.
I feel like I have to, when I'm thinking about this, I have to pick some upsets, and this is one that kind of, the recipe is there. So I'm just going to take a gamble. I think UNC will win, but I'm going to pick VCU because they might do it.
Yeah, it does have a certain feel to it, doesn't it?
Venezuela
It
just
really
got the
does.
lead back.
Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, that's probably ball game if we're being honest. But our coach just looked like he doesn't care.
He's thanking the Lord though on second base.
They are a very religious people down there in Latin America.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Unfortunately, they're also just better at baseball.
Landry said he's troubleshooting. Bro's got to
What
shoot
is-
a lot of trouble.
What does troubleshooting
That's
mean?
just
He's
not the
like
pitch.
he's just refreshing his page. That's what he's doing.
All right.
Anyway, Zay, what are you picking with North Carolina?
I
VCU?
haven't
understand where
commented
y'all
on
are
this
going
yet,
with
though.
this
What do you
VCU pick, but VCU shoots a lot of free throws, but also gives up a lot of free throws, and I don't like that against a team that has Seth Trimble and Vasar. So I'm going to go UNC, personally.
Fair
But
enough.
Okay, this one's a game where I'm looking at another SEC team that kind of gets in on a lot of SEC bias, and I'm looking at St. Mary's, and I like the West Coast Conference. They've got some dudes. So I think I go St. Mary's in this game.
I actually went Texas A&M in this game. I think A&M has this is I'm gonna say grit, but like
Just call them scrappy, bro. Just call
they're
'em
scrappy. They're
You just have
scrappy.
to say scrappy, yeah.
They're just a tough team. They play good defense. They won a lot of games in the SEC. They also lost a lot of games to really good teams, but I think the teams that they lose to in the SEC are much better than any team that St. Mary's has played, except for Gonzaga.
Don't
And
sleep on Santa Clara, bro.
Santa Clara is good, but you can't compare a Santa Clara to like a Vanderbilt or a Florida. You just can't. And so I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with A&M here.
I like what y'all are saying. I definitely did use that card. Where was it? Somewhere up here with that, like the sorry team that I didn't think should have been in there. But I am going with
Hmm.
Texas A&M on this one. I do think that this is a game that they get past. I think that this is a team that is like kind of like what Troy said. I mean, they just on average are playing so much better teams, so much better competition than in the West Coast. Even though I love the West Coast, I do go Texas A&M in this one.
I like the West Coast too, but it's just
St.
I
Mary's
believe
did
that
first
is.
round
Oh
Vanderbilt
no,
last year. They did win that game, so there is a basis for them beating SEC team in the first round.
that's
yes.
true, but
We're
I don't
on
think
to the
it'll happen
Midwest.
twice.
This is one of my most anticipated games of the
And he's back
entire.
again.
Give me
He
Slew.
returns.
Give me Slew.
Big Al, I will give you St. Louis. That is who I have in this game. And I'll be honest with you, this is not because I don't like Georgia. I think Georgia is a good basketball team, but I really like the look of this St. Louis basketball team. I just like it a lot. Their
See,
consistency speaks volumes.
now I disagree. This is where I went with the SEC team again, which is something I don't love doing, but I just think they're better. I mean, St. Louis, they number one, they lost to Dayton. They lost to the George Mason team that Liberty beat tonight by 29. Uh, they lost to Dayton again, actually. They were 1-2 against Dayton this season. Um, they lost to Rhode Island. And then the rest of the teams they played just really aren't on anything. The only decent team they played in non-conference, they played Grand Canyon, who they did beat, and they played Stanford, who is not good, and they lost to them. So it's just like
Stanford almost
I don't
made the
know. I
tournament.
like this team a lot. I love St. Louis. I really like Robbie. Is it Robbie Avila? Avi?
Yeah, Robbie Avila.
Bro, I really like him. I like this St. Louis team. I don't think they're going to get past Georgia.
These are the games that I want to look at right here. These first ones. This Santa Clara team is good.
Yeah, they're
VCU
Really.
good.
twice is impressive.
And
Yeah,
That is
the
beating
VCU wins are very impressive.
George Washington had a solid season in the A-10. They were a competitive basketball team.
Bro,
Yeah,
they're the
they're competitive.
revolutionaries.
They are. Yeah, they need to work on the mascot for sure.
That's crazy.
They were
Their
the
But
name, their name barely fits.
I'm just looking at these teams that they beat, and I've got Santa Clara. I'm
No,
huge on Santa
Anderson.
Clara. VCU, we're talking about upsetting UNC, and we're not wanting like in my heart. I feel like I have to recognize the fact that they were able to beat a team like VCU, and because of that, I am going to put them over Georgia.
All right, when they lose, I'm posting it on the story.
Well, we already said that every one that I get wrong is getting posted, so Troy, you can have first dibs on that one. But
I'm not even like a Georgia fan or anything. I
It'll
hope
just be
St.
a
Louis
picture of
wins.
Troy with his thumb up, and it'll say Zay lost.
I don't. I hope St. Louis wins, but Georgia's probably
another
going
loss for St. Louis.
to.
That can be used in so many different areas in my life. Um, okay. Texas
Cardinals
Tech
reference.
Akron. This,
Give me Texas Tech. I'm high on them.
Texas
yeah,
Tech is so nasty, bro.
I really like this team. And I want to go ahead and say it. I'm
They
not
lost
jumping
their
off
best
the
player,
Hofstra
and
train. This team is still good with
me
Phylon
either.
to beat Hofstra by maybe 40. That's just not even a question.
After seeing Hofstra's bullpen that they played against Liberty a couple weeks ago, there ain't no way I'm picking them in any sport. I mean, they're just not good.
Okay, is there a world where this next game isn't Tennessee versus SMU?
There's a world, but it's not
A real one.
a
Like, can we
likely
just go ahead
world.
and book SMU in that game? Like, come on now.
That's a little crazy, but yeah.
I
I
am
don't know if
making
I'm all
this
the way on
pick
that
based
end.
off of thinking SMU is winning that Miami of Ohio game. I already said I think it's going to be SMU by a million, but I am incredibly
Flip it.
conflicted, if I can be very honest with you guys, about this Tennessee game versus SMU. And I'll tell you why. SMU, electric scorer in Boopy Miller. We have seen people like Miller go crazy in these high intense situations. But he's not the guy that I want to focus on. It's two people, one on each team. Jacoby Gillespie, and BJ Edwards for SMU. BJ Edwards is genuinely one of the best on-ball defenders in the entire nation. He has the ability to lock down competition just at an incredibly high rate. The amount of people, their lowest scoring games is because of BJ Edwards. It's almost every single team when he's healthy. He's just now coming back from an injury. I think that he is good for this Miami of Ohio game that's happening soon, but he's probably not conditioned. I think he missed the last 3 weeks of the season. If SMU is able to pull this off against Tennessee, I will take every criticism. I'll be so happy. I will be so happy because they're who I want to win this game. But because I cannot count on BJ Edwards yet, I'm going to have to put Tennessee over top of SMU. But I love the idea of Boopy Miller catching fire because if he catches fire, they might go
if Miami of Ohio somehow pulls some frick and just fights their way into that game, it's Tennessee all the way. But if SMU wins, it's going to be a tougher decision, and
Sure.
I think at the end of the day, I'll probably go Tennessee because I think that's the safer pick. But yeah, SMU definitely could. I could see a world where they win that game.
I am also picking Tennessee, and once again, it is because they have the best player. They have Nate Ament, and Nate Ament will carry them. It's
That's
March,
totally
and
fair.
any star worth his salt is going to come out and play, and I think Nate Ament will.
Let's go. My favorite
love that
7-10
little
matchup
song.
of the tournament here: Kentucky
Santa Clara. I love Santa Clara.
I'm going
I don't
Santa
think
Clara.
Kentucky is playing good enough basketball to compete against this good Santa Clara team.
I'm going to be rooting so hard for Santa Clara. I want to see Kentucky lose in the first round so bad.
Are you picking them though? Are you picking Santa Clara, or are you just rooting for them?
I am picking Santa Clara.
Okay.
All right. Well, I believe we have a round of 32. set.
Kentucky has locker room problems, and Otega Owe is not a popular guy, and he's not a very consistent guy. And Santa Clara they're a scrappy little team, so I'm gonna pick them.
Can't fault that. Can't fault Scrap. Scrap is what wins you games in March.
Scrap wins you
Can't fault
those games in March.
I mean, Scrap is going to make all of us
Alrighty.
look dumb when freaking Wright State beats Virginia in the first round. So.
Exactly, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, let me go ahead and point something out real quick. I have not picked Virginia to go past the first round of a tournament since Kihei Clark threw that stupid pass to Furman, and they lost. It was like a number 2 versus 15 upset. That was the first tournament that I ever had them going past the first round. They lost. It was the second game shown on television. I lost my bracket to that. And out of spite, I have
they did it
literally not
immediately.
picked them in the first round since.
Are you picking against them here?
I am not. No, I have
Actually,
watched
I
this
think
team
they're a
too
really
much
good
this
team.
year. They are very good. Okay,
Yeah,
up
they're too
here
good to pick
at
against.
Round
Duke,
32,
Ohio
let's go.
State, I have Duke.
Duke should.
I
Duke
love
should be safe.
Duke.
St. John's of Kansas is going to be a barn burner.
In this matchup.
It's gonna be a one-sided barn burner.
Yeah.
St. John's by 10.
I like Kansas.
I'm going
but I do like
Kansas.
St. John's more.
I hate Kansas. St. John's
I'm
could be a
going
3
Kansas.
seed.
I'll be picking St. John's, but I could see the argument for Kansas. I think that game could go either way.
Darren
I went
Peterson.
St. John's big time here.
Darren Peterson is the best player on the court, but
so-
what's his status? Like, what's he
Yeah,
gonna do? Is he
he's the
playing
best
all
player on the
way?
court for like the 15 minutes that he's on the court, and then
That's
he
what I'm
goes
saying,
back off
like,
the court.
Hey,
and
he's
then-
been playing almost 30 minutes a game recently.
yeah,
He just had those full body cramps that he suddenly opened up about a few days ago.
yeah. I don't give a frick. Get that man off the frickin'. Get him off my screen.
But Kansas is
He's
still a
gonna be
good
the
team,
best
even
player on the
without
court.
Darren Peterson all the time.
He's gonna be a best player on the court until he's off the court. and then what?
Look at his numbers despite being on the court for that long.
I just don't trust him, and I trust Rick Pitino, and I trust his defense, and I trust what he does.
I trust the momentum they're coming in with.
Yes, the momentum they have.
That's true.
I trust Bill Self, so that's why I'm picking Kansas.
Go Lando.
Wow. For a
don't make
day.
the
Come on,
Final
Ohio
Four?
State or TCU. Come on, Ohio State or TCU.
Sweet 16, okay.
Ohio State or TCU.
Okay,
has to
so
look
if
up.
they lose to Ohio State or TCU, you are going to Soul Patch.
No.
Oh,
Digging the grave.
I'm not gonna lie, Landry. I have Duke losing in the Sweet 16 to St. John's. It is cute. It's gonna be really cute when it happens.
Kansas and St. John's could absolutely be the teams to take out Duke.
I
Flip it.
Okay.
beg to differ.
Okay,
Keep
here
in
we
mind
go.
you're saying this.
I'm gonna
you're
move
saying this live
forward.
on recording, and we can come back to this.
And we will
anytime.
post the picture of the soul patch on the Instagram.
All right. As much as I love the South Florida team, I just had them beat Louisville. I do have Michigan State continuing on. I love this Michigan State team. I think they are so
Never
good.
failed.
I think they win this game pretty easily.
I
Very,
have
very
to
good team.
agree.
Now, here's my little kicker. All right, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think there's an upset brewing down here at UCLA UConn.
Yeah, I'm taking the
Oh,
Bruins.
man.
I know people
This-
are high on UCLA, but
This UCLA
trust
basketball
Dan Hurley.
team is good. It is good, and they're
They are
playing
great.
the right
I like them a
basketball.
lot.
I understand UConn, they have Hurley. I understand that. Good basketball team. But they're playing inconsistent basketball as well. They just got ran out of the gym by like 40 the other day.
bro picked UCF. Bro picked UCF.
Over the injuries,
Yeah, Donovan Dent, actually, I can tell you right now. Sorry, I just accidentally lit something on fire. And if my smoke alarm goes off, that would be very detrimental, and I'd probably get killed by my wife. Um, but
That'd be
anyways,
something crazy to get live on recording. Troy's apartment burning down.
I would have to go on mute.
He just goes on mute, and we just see freaking a fire build up
Smoke
in the
and
background.
flames.
Yeah. Anyway, Donovan Dent, if he plays, I think they get out of the first round. If Donovan Dent doesn't play, I think UCF takes him out. And I definitely don't think, regardless, they're going to have a chance against UConn. I think UConn is an absolute wagon.
I'm picking UConn only because I want the Tom Izzo Dan Hurley matchup in the Sweet 16.
Oh man, that would be electric, wouldn't it?
and that is totally fine, and y'all can post about this, and I'm going to lose anyways. But for my feelings of how I've been looking at it, I just don't like – this doesn't feel like the same UConn team that I've been watching the past 3 or 4 years with Dan Hurley. This team feels a little off, and I think that because of that, I'm going to have to go with UCLA this time.
We are one out away from
Team
losing the
USA
World
is
Baseball
down to
Classic.
their last out, guys.
Bro. Come on, Roman.
It might be over, but also
Can the 21-year-old save us?
can Roman Anthony keep us alive?
How many batters until Judge gets up?
Too many.
Like a lot of them.
Okay, good, because the last thing we need is him on the plate right now.
We would have tied it up by the time he got up if he's getting up.
He was the last out of the 8th inning, so he probably won't hit. Actually, I don't think he can hit.
Yes, and it's 2
Yeah.
outs. So if we get another out, the game is literally over.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, actually. Anyways, Zay,
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep going. Arizona over Utah State. This Arizona team's absurd.
Bro's tying his shoe.
That's my champ.
Yeah, me too.
Give me Darius Acuff Jr. over Wisconsin.
I have Darius Acuff going as well.
Mr. Acuff is going to get the job done.
Yes. I totally forgot about this.
No,
I think I'm going to
You just said you were never going back. You were going to come back to it.
Yeah, and I forgot about it. I just came back to it.
I actually have BYU beating Gonzaga.
Landry's gone.
What'd you say?
Landry needs to lock in.
Landry's gone again.
Oh my gosh, Landry.
I actually have BYU beating Gonzaga. I know Troy said, don't you agree as well that BYU beats Gonzaga in this game?
Yes, BYU does beat Gonzaga in this game. In my opinion.
This is where I also had BYU because I believed if BYU got through, they get deeper. But I was going to say if I picked the other one, I had Gonzaga. I had that in my notes app, not going to lie.
I think you're lying.
I'm not lying. So we have BYU. I have Miami over Purdue. I think this is
was
my
the closest
team.
I came to a 7-2
Wow.
upset.
Miami over Purdue.
I do. I don't think that – I do not like – I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't care if this ruins my whole bracket. I hate this Purdue basketball team. Like the fact that Fletcher Lawyer – if Fletcher Lawyer plays one more year of college basketball –
How freaking old is he?
It's over, guys. Venezuela has won the World Baseball Classic.
Did they really? Oh, yeah. He just – oh, my gosh.
We just can't get it done. We get so close and we can't get it done.
Bro, this is no longer America's pastime. This is Venezuela's pastime.
Bro, it is one World Baseball Classic.
Jonathan's so pissed he's already texting people.
Bro, we are not saying this is Venezuela's pastime. That ticked me off just hearing you say that.
Well, it is literally their national sport.
They freaking earned it because we just got 3 hits.
Yeah, we only got 3
this
hits,
lineup
but we
hasn't played
invented
one
the
game
sport.
where they've lived up to their potential. Not one game.
Aaron Judge is a terrorist.
Aaron Judge was not as good as he should have been.
Nobody was.
Bryce Harper was clutch, so I'll give him a pass. Schwarber sucked. I mean,
Paul
Bobby
Skeens
Witt
was
not
good.
even that good, but he was good defensively.
Paul Skeens
The pitching
was
was great. The pitching was great.
good. Yeah.
We let up a total of 4 runs to both the lineups of Venezuela and the DR. That was not the problem. The problem was we had arguably the best lineup in the tournament, and we went out there and scored a total of 3 runs over 2 games.
Yeah, that's actually unreal.
What a disappointment. It's okay.
What a
Like,
disgusting
We
disappointment.
need to get our mind off of this horrible baseball.
Zay, I'm not going to lie. Now that I see your Miami over Purdue pick, I really like it. I actually kind of wish I went with that myself, but I did not.
I think I'm going to go back and change my pick because I like it even more since I actually saw you click it.
That makes me happy to hear, guys. I appreciate y'all's support.
I mean, at the end of the day,
BYU
it doesn't matter.
It's also a really fun Sweet 16 game. BYU.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because AJ DeBonster is packing up whoever comes out of that matchup in the Sweet 16.
Okay. Well, we're going to go down to the rest of round. I just totally forgot to do this down here. Frick, bro.
No, you're
What?
good.
Oh, okay. I'm getting mixed
haven't
up.
missed
I
anything.
think I'm too
We're still
far.
on the round of 32. You're good.
Okay.
Give me the Gators. The Gators aren't going to get any trouble from Iowa.
Gators are good. And I have
Give me
Vandy beat
over Nebraska.
Yes.
I have
Vanderbilt
Vandy
is a buzzsaw. I heard an ESPN analyst say that, and I couldn't agree more.
I didn't have Illinois winning, but I would have them beating UNC.
Yeah, they're going to get past UNC
Yeah,
or
have
VCU. They're going to get past whoever they play here.
And I have Houston beating
Wadler
Texas.
is really good. And Landry's back one more time.
I think I'm fine with.
He missed the end of the World Baseball Classic.
I
Horrible
saw
national
it. We
disappointment
lost,
that
yeah.
was.
Yeah, we
but
suck.
NC
I
State's
Houston
all right,
is-
so it's all okay.
I'm actually going to
I think the South region is going to have the least amount of upsets. I feel like these teams are pretty concrete and consistent in their playing, and I think it's really hard to knock them off of their momentum. So I think that
I
this
agree.
isn't
I think
crazy.
that
Word said moments before disaster.
Correct.
That'll be just like the worst.
I wasn't here.
Just
for,
replay that
UNC
over and
or
over.
VCU.
Landry, you need to be able to
Legion has
stay on
the
this
least amount of
podcast
upset.
for more than 5 minutes. And you would have seen that I did pick UNC over VCU. If you could stay on for 45 seconds, you might hear my next pick.
Did you know there's a thing called browser storage? I learned that out.
What is browser storage,
It's
Landry?
like the cache that your browser saves of like your most recent like activity and searches. Apparently mine was too full, and that's why it kept kicking me.
Your search history was
What have
too
you
full.
been Googling? Bro was Googling stuff crazy before the podcast.
Bro had 5 million tabs open.
42
Never once
Chrome
closed
tabs.
a tab.
42 Chrome tabs. He's like, bro, my computer.
I don't know how I missed it because I was here for the Vanderbilt discussion, and then I guess I popped back in later.
You must have got booted like immediately after that.
I just wanted to say my piece that I think VCU is beating them in the first round.
Sure. Well, that's good to
I
know.
agree, but yeah, I'm still nervous about that game.
I just wanted to put that out there. We can continue
Michigan
on.
will
Well, I'm glad
Michigan
you
will
did.
not beat
Thank
SLU
you.
though. Michigan will not beat. Well, I mean, no, Michigan will beat SLU.
I was
They
about
will.
to say.
I was gonna say.
about to
I was
say.
gonna say
Michigan is
what?
going to beat SLU.
I think Michigan will probably take care of business against SLU.
Georgia will not beat SLU. I will say that.
This is where I think that
Texas Tech
Alabama
over,
loses it.
Not fully
Alabama.
healthy Alabama.
Yeah.
Texas Tech is going to get the job done. Both of these teams are missing players. Texas Tech is better. And I like Christian Anderson better. He's the best player on the court. I think he'll carry this team to victory. Zay raised his hand even though it's his bracket.
I raised my hand because I wanted to
And
point
now
out something
he
that I
might
thought
be
was
frozen.
hilarious.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, I did want to say that they did find over 2 pounds of marijuana on that Alabama player's person. Over 2 pounds.
It was like
there's
two
not
and
a
a
chance.
half.
In the,
It was a lot.
yeah, there's not a chance in the world he plays in this tournament, right?
You know, he's making $400,000 in NIL money, and that's what he chose to spend it on.
That's what
Two,
K-Salt
over
always
2
likes to
pounds of
spend it on.
marijuana. I just thought that was so
Yeah, but
fascinating.
K-Salt got the job done. He didn't get
K-Salt
caught.
did get the job done.
It's a culture problem, bro.
Yeah.
It is a culture problem at this point. You got freaking murderers and drug dealers coming out of that
Oh.
program.
It's the Georgia of college basketball.
It is. Nate Oates has no discipline, no control over his players.
Give me UVA over Tennessee, though. I mean, yes.
UVA.
See, I actually went with
That's
the
who I have in
Vols,
my next match.
but I'm not mad at the.
Yes, give me Iowa State.
I'm taking Santa
Yeah.
Clara.
Uh-oh.
No.
Over Iowa
Santa
State.
Clara over Iowa State.
No, Iowa State's. They've got it.
I was very
Give
close to
me
picking Iowa State to win.
Iguodala.
I'm high on them.
Iguodala.
Iowa State took my number one
I
overall team,
believe-
Arizona, to the buzzer, so I'm high on them.
So I believe that is all of. Yeah. Okay. I'm up to here.
Yes, we are in the second weekend.
All right. I have Duke.
Yes, Landry, you can share.
The UMBC fact. I have not, but please go ahead. I know what you're talking about.
I guess not. Yes, I did know that.
Yes.
I did not know that.
I do. I think I knew that when he got hired, but I forgot
That's actually
about
pretty
it.
crazy. I had no idea. An overdog. Is that the
An
opposite of an
overdog.
underdog?
I guess so.
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Or just a
did they
dog.
just casually just put Duke over Kansas? Like it's nothing?
No, I actually said that I'd put Duke over
Not
Kansas, but then Landry wanted to share his UVA fact.
Okay. Can we get more explanation on that though?
Yeah, you can get as much explanation as you want. Listen.
I guess
I think no matter what. What?
You're cutting in and out. It was like,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering. It's kind of choppy for me over here. No. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Oh no. This is tragic. We're getting none of this explanation.
Okay. Hello?
Big Al's in the
Hello?
back of a
Y'all
U-Haul
hearing
and has
me?
better connection than Zay does right now.
Oh,
Yes, I hear you.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
It's
All
probably
right.
gonna come out super
So,
clear and not
my
make any sense. to
explanation-
the viewers.
Okay. My explanation is very simple. I'll keep it short. I just think that this Duke basketball team is just a million times better than this Kansas team head to head. And I don't know, like, it's just how I'm feeling. I think this is how it's going to go.
Hey, I think that's a
we
great
got
pick, Zay.
all of that one. We got all.
Thank
of
you
that
for
one.
the explanation. It was convincing.
I'm just going to start picking these if it's breaking up that bad, and y'all can just talk about my pick.
No, as soon as you stopped talking about the game, it started coming through really nice.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Well, I'm going to go with Arkansas. This is
Oh
my
my
upset
goodness,
first number
no.
one.
No. That's where. That's
I
my
know
champion.
that
That's
you
my
guys
natty
love
champion.
this
That is the
Arizona
natty
basketball team. I love this Arizona basketball team, but I watched this
I
Arkansas
don't
team
hate
the
the
other day.
upset
And
pick.
they are deep. It's not just Darius Acuff. This basketball team can actually do it. If I'm wrong, that's okay. But this is where I have my first number one.
Yeah, but
seed getting
Arizona
upset.
just has so much dog. Oh my gosh.
Are they just a
what
very
are we
scrappy
doing?
one seed? Are they just a really scrappy one seed, Troy?
Scrappy 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty
All right,
scrappy,
I have
in
Michigan
my
State
opinion.
beating
I just think
UCF.
they're
If you're a one
tough.
seed and you have the scrap factor, I'm going to pick you to win it all.
Not too cool to do the dirty work. They get down and dirty in these games, man.
It's going to be an interesting Elite Eight here in this region for Zay.
It
What a
is.
seed
Yes,
matchup
I have
between
Arkansas and BYU. I think this is where Miami's little run ends.
I think BYU. I think this is a good pick. BYU is really freaking good, man.
In the context of a BYU Miami game, yes, it's a good pick.
All right. I'm taking Vanderbilt over Florida.
AJ
Glad you
DeBonsta.
weren't here when we picked that game.
AJ DeBonsta is next level, Landry. You don't understand. Oh man, you gonna learn. That
So
kid
I
is
made a
bucket,
pick
man.
and said
He
that I was
might put
taking
up 40 on
Vanderbilt over
somebody.
Florida. And now I'm changing my mind and I'm going Florida.
Have you changed your mind?
Yes, I made the Vandy pick
man.
and said I changed my mind. Yes, I'm picking Florida.
I vote for Vandy. I have
don't
Vandy
think they get
here.
the best of Florida again. I just don't. It would be the second time. I don't see it.
I think they've got the recipe. I think they know what they're doing. They have the talent. They have the coaching. I think they're going to get the job done. Florida's lack of guard play is a large reason that I think they lost so bad to Vanderbilt last time, and I think they'll offset that some. But I just trust Vanderbilt's guards. They lock down. Vanderbilt has such good defense on the perimeter that Florida just doesn't have the guard talent to overcome it. And so I'm picking Vanderbilt again here against them. I think it could be a great game though.
I see
Okay.
a world. I just don't think it happens again. I think Florida's too good.
Florida is good.
This is where I have reached my.
Give me the
I'm really,
Commodores.
I'm really having a hard time with this pick right down here. Number 3, Illinois, and number 2, Houston. And I'll tell you why. Because Illinois has the number 1 offense. They score against everyone. But Houston has one of the best defenses. And I am really struggling with that. And I'll tell you, like, I just love all of the different things that Illinois can do. Like, Illinois just has so many guys. And I don't think this is as clear as it looks.
Let me simplify it for you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and simplify it, Troy.
Let me simplify this for you, Zay. I love a flashy offense, but what shows up every single game, no matter what, and any arena, it's defense. Defense, it travels. That's what they literally say, defense travels. Kelvin Sampson makes the Final Four, it feels like, every single year. No matter who's on his Houston teams, he finds a way to get it done. This Houston team's not as good defensively as the ones in the past, but they're better offensively. And I'm a huge believer. Kingston Flemings is a bucket getter. I'm a huge believer in Kelvin Sampson and his ability to get another team to the Final Four. I think Houston's going to show up no matter what. Just defensively, they are always going to be tough. They're going to be physical, and they're just going to impose their will on you, really. Like, sometimes there's just nothing you can do in the paint against people like Tugler and those guys.
That is a great point.
I've got Houston.
And Landry is gone again.
I don't know what's worse, Zay's connection or Landry's browser.
So
you're gonna regret that.
Picking against
these struggles they make for great comedy, and that's part of what this show is. So
I have to agree.
I understand that you guys love Houston, and I get it. Like, I really do. I've watched this team a lot in the past, like, few weeks, at home, on the road, neutral court, and the one thing that I haven't seen is consistency on the offensive side of the ball. And I know that what you just said, like, defense travels, and it absolutely does. But they are so incredibly one-sided when it comes to their offense. Their offense, they give it to Kingston Fleming, and he might go like 8 for 32 because they give him that many shots. And because of that, I just like a team that, like Illinois, that can space out this Houston team, and they might have 3 different guys that could beat you, and you just couldn't do anything about it. And I could be wrong. Like, I could be big wrong. This team could go win it all, but I think I'm going to go Illinois. I feel really good about this team.
Fair enough. Do what your heart is telling you to do.
Well, if that was the case, then Hawaii Rainbow
just wait until
Warriors
Houston beats them.
Hawaii would be in the national championship.
Queens would go on. Actually, frick Queens. I don't like Queens.
Dude, why do you hate Queens? What's wrong with Queens?
Queens. Do you remember a couple years ago when Queens Barstool account on Instagram tried to start beef with Liberty?
They did do that.
And then they got freaking pieced up. It was like, why were you talking? You lost by like 18.
We were still in the ASUN.
We were still in the ASUN. It was their first year in the ASUN. They decided to pick a fight, and Darius McGee had like 36 on them. It was like, why are you even? There's just levels to this, and you're not up there.
Here they are in March Madness, and we're not. So what can we say?
Wow.
They play in the ASUN. That's what we can say.
I mean,
I'm not convinced we would have won the ASUN tournament.
Florida Gulf Coast was their like biggest competitor.
All right, these are my picks here.
When we were in that conference.
These are my picks here for this next one.
I agree with both of those picks.
I think it's safe, and I think it's correct.
Yeah. And I'm already going to say Iowa State over Michigan.
Well, we'll get back to that.
I want it to happen so bad.
I just think this is where UVA's luck runs out. That's really why I picked Iowa State over UVA. Like, Iowa State's a great basketball team, but I think this is just where the stuff stops clicking for UVA. I have Duke. beating Michigan State.
Maybe not.
I have Duke beating Michigan State.
I agree.
As much as I love this Michigan State team, I think that they are one of my favorite teams out there, to be honest with you. I can't help but see everything that Duke is. I just have to give them a little bit of respect on that regard. But I'm also
you
going to
glazing. UConn's winning.
Wow. I would have said Arkansas.
BYU in the Final Four.
Hey man, AJ DeBonsa is that freaking dude.
I think the team around Darius Acuff is better than the team around AJ.
That's
DeBonsa.
exactly what I was gonna say.
I agree, but I think AJ DeBonsa is better than Darius Acuff.
Is that enough?
I also don't think March Madness boils down to your best player
Yeah.
is just going to pop off every single game and win.
I think it can, and that's how much of a believer. That's how much of a believer I am in AJ DeBonsa. I just know. I just know he's just gonna tear it up.
BYU is a 6 seed for a reason. They don't have a great defense. Like,
They also lost their starting point guard. Before they lost him, they were like gonna win the Big 12 level team.
dude, little pause. Charles Barkley and Dick Vitale is such a legendary announcer duo for a basketball game.
It really is. I wish I watched this
Crazy.
game with the sound on.
I have like the sound low. It's a close game too.
Are you talking about the NC
It
State
is.
Texas game right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the sound on, but dude, that Texas.
I hate this Texas.
That was just crazy.
I hate this Texas basketball team.
I'm obviously rooting for State, but it's been back and forth.
The crap that dude just tried to pull is ridiculous.
Oh my god, get a board!
Yeah.
Yikes, bro.
Bro, box the frick out. Will Wade's gonna have a fit. Anyways, lock back in.
I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Let's
Yep.
finish this off.
Whenever you're ready, Zay.
Yeah, so I have Florida beating
He's always
Illinois.
ready. His Wi-Fi is not.
I have Florida beating Illinois. I have
All right. I think that's a
Michigan
fine pick.
losing
Yeah,
to
I would
Iowa
agree.
State here.
Do you agree with me about Iowa State?
I do. I think that
Oh,
this
baby.
Iowa State team is over.
Oh,
He's gone. Oh no! He's gone. We lost the guy who had the bracket.
we can't keep going.
Oh! Okay, guys.
And he had Florida.
Landry, when you post this, can you caption it worst March Madness podcast of all time?
Anyways, let's talk about these Final Four matchups. So on one side, we would have Duke versus Florida. What do y'all think about that?
Give me the Blue Devils.
It's got to be Duke, right?
I don't have either of those teams actually in my Final Four. I have UConn, Houston, but if it were to come down to those two teams, I have Florida. Florida
I
has
probably
the
would pick
bodies.
Houston.
Florida has the
Whoa,
bodies
whoa.
and the
Okay.
size. Oh my gosh, he's back.
I'm
we
back,
back?
guys. Hold on.
Oh man.
It is
Anyways.
better.
Anyways, like I was saying, I think Florida would have the size and the just amount of bodies that you need to deal with someone like Boozer, who's just gonna mash.
Joe,
and
can you
paint.
turn that off?
They have
Or-
Condon. They have a lot of other guys who are just great at obviously defense, and they've taken a step forward offensively. So I think that Florida would be able to get it done in that matchup.
Guys, is this better?
Yes.
This is
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm downstairs now. Are you guys seeing the screen right now?
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
And you're coming through clean.
It's
Clean
great.
right now.
Okay, that's good to know for future reference. I'll just have to stay down here. But it was.
Well,
I was
this is our
upstairs.
fourth podcast ever, so we're still figuring it out.
I hope it sounds good whenever we post it, because it's like
It's gonna sound like we're gaslighting you. It's gonna be like,
it does. It will. Yes.
Where me and D-Money were like flaming him for bad
Is
internet
this what it looked like, Alex?
Yes, it was the same thing. Like that's what Landry looked like, and me and D-Money were flaming him. And then when it came through, he was super clear, and it just looked like me and D-Money were gaslighting him.
Just talking about a whole lot of
That's
nothing.
what it's gonna look like me and Troy were doing.
Yeah, facts.
Okay.
He'll just be saying something, and then me and Troy will cut in and be like, "Dude, we can't hear you."
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give my explanation here. I really do think that this high-powered offense gets worn out by this Houston game, and I do think that Florida just has the edge. I just think that they're such a good basketball team. Iowa State, I do think that their resume is making me lean towards them dominating this tournament, to be quite honest with you, because Michigan has had a few close calls in these past few weeks, including like an Ohio State, which is like an 8 seed, I believe. It's at the top. Like Ohio State 8 seed is taking them on a neutral court. I know it's a competitive conference tournament, but at the same time, this is the greatest tournament of all time, and it's going to be just as high stakes. So Iowa State, I believe, has shown up in better ways in these types of situations than Michigan has. So I'm going to have to go with them.
I like that.
This was pretty easy. I accidentally pressed BYU and I was talking Arkansas. That's a total lie. I said BYU and then changed my mind.
Yeah, we had no idea. I actually went on a whole tangent.
That's gonna be so funny because Zay's gonna say I pick Arkansas, and then it's gonna be me and Troy just like, why the frick would you pick BYU?
I went on a whole tangent about how much I love DeBonsta.
No.
After you already picked Arkansas.
I was actually joking. I don't know if that came through.
Troy says, I agree. I love DeBonsta so much.
Yeah, so I pressed BYU. I was like, I think I have BYU here. And then I looked at it and I pressed Arkansas. And that's whenever you guys were like, we do not hear you. And y'all just started laughing. That's fine. I changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and say I changed my mind. Mainly, and I'll be honest with you, I did like what Big Al had to say, that this basketball team at Arkansas surrounding Darius Acuff is just awesome. They are just such a good team, and I just really like that point he made. I thought that was enough to persuade me. So this is my final four: Arkansas, Iowa State, and then 2 number 1 seeds. To be honest with you, I've not watched enough Florida basketball to really get a good taste of like what they have to offer besides their resume. This is like the 1 seed that I've not watched a lot of. But I do think that they have Duke. I think that they beat Duke this time.
That's what I said. Did you listen to any of what I said while you were like reconnecting, or could you?
No, I had to leave because it was trying to troubleshoot, and I said that's stupid, so I left and rejoined.
Let me tell you what, Zay. Florida, if you haven't watched a lot of them, they have a big basketball team, and they're big and they're skilled, and they have a lot. They have big guys starting. They have big guys coming off the bench, and I think that they have the defensive infrastructure to deal with someone who's as good as Cameron Boozer and limit him to a certain degree enough to get past him.
No way.
I think it's going to matter.
What does the Duke fan have to say about this?
I think Florida is probably the last team I think Florida is probably the last team in the bracket that Duke wants to run into. I don't either. I think Houston's getting here.
Houston in my bracket.
Well, if Duke plays any other team other than Florida, do you pick Duke? Is it just the Florida matchup that would concern you?
I think Houston would also give them a tough.
With Houston in the Final Four, you think Duke loses again?
I think Duke might lose. I think Houston's another team that's just so tough defensively, and Duke with their injuries could be a one-man show down the stretch, just Boozer versus the world, and I think Houston can eliminate that.
Which could still be good enough to win.
It could be, but I trust Kelvin Sampson.
It's all fun and games till Kingston Flemings gets hurt against the Idaho Vandals.
And then the Vandals make a crazy run, and we're all just look like idiots because we didn't spend a single second of the show talking about them.
No, I literally, in the first 10 seconds, was like, all right, let's go ahead and get these out of the way. That's what it's going to be.
Right now, there is going to be a team whose name was not brought up in this video that wins a game in the first round.
Oh yeah, bro. Furman's gonna like knock off
And
UConn or
Landry's gone
something.
again.
And
See,
Landry
here's
just
the issue
disappeared.
though. I didn't
This is
pick them, so it's not
technological.
going to happen.
Oh.
See, that's how it
Oh.
works.
I thought I'd go ahead and clear that up.
Well,
So whatever I say goes, because this is my
Give me
bracket.
Iowa State over Arkansas.
Okay, can I just
agree.
be honest with you guys? This is like the hardest part of the bracket for me, and it's only 2 games because I look back and I'm like, how in the world did I let these 4 teams get all the way here? Like,
That's what
surely
I say.
something happens. And so I'm looking at these teams. I'm like, this is like vanilla ice cream. Like this is like there's nothing interesting happening here. I have 2 1 seeds, a 2 seed, and a 4 seed. There's nothing fun happening. But I'm going to stick with my gut, and I am
That's pretty
going to.
realistic.
I believe that this is.
I
what
have 2 1
Arkansas
seeds and 2
become.
2 seeds.
This
Yeah.
is the most realistic, unrealistic Final Four I've ever seen.
I think the best teams win. Oh, Landry.
Welcome
Oh.
back, Landry.
Oh. He's back again.
Like his browser storage, I can't figure it out.
He heard
Iowa
that
State,
Duke was
Florida is a
losing and
fun
he
natty,
dipped.
though.
He had enough.
I didn't have any more interest.
Yeah, I do think that I think Darius Acuff meets his match here. I do not see a world where there's 2 SEC teams in the national championship, to be honest with you. But that's not the reason that I really picked this. I really like. There's one player that keeps coming up in my mind, and I don't know what he's going to do this tournament. But Milan Momcilovic, man. This guy.
Oh my goodness.
He is a
He hasn't
dog.
missed a 3-pointer in months.
And I'm just saying
Really,
it plain
Troy?
and simple.
In months, he hasn't missed a single 3.
I haven't seen him miss a 3 in months. Every time I watch it, bro, he's like 7 for 7. And then he pulls up and hits another one right in someone's face.
To go
Yeah.
8 for 8.
And so because of that, I really love the look of this Iowa State team. I love what they bring to the table. I love this Darius Acuff. Like, I watched them. I absolutely love them. But in my heart, I cannot have 2 SEC teams in the national championship. So I either
I don't
switch
think
Duke
it'll
with Florida, or I'm not doing that. I'm going to go Florida Iowa State national championship. I'm going to enter the sweepstakes for the $5,000 gift card. And I can't quite get this one yet because I turned 21 after the tournament is over. So that's a shame. But
We're worried about the legal ramifications.
because of the reality that if I press Florida, it is back-to-back championships again for Florida, leads me to choose Iowa State.
I think that's a good pick. Iowa State's an awesome basketball
How many
I don't
points will be
dislike it.
scored in this championship game? Give me a solid 143 points.
Ooh.
I said 141.
I
Yo,
said 132.
Johnson, we're low-key on the same level here,
A low
dude.
scoring
We're on
game.
the same wavelength right now.
Yeah. I really like this
These are
one.
great defensive teams.
If I had to give any question marks about my bracket, it is definitely here. This is definitely where I took a risk. I believe that can be said.
Not in the region where BYU and Arkansas is your.
That's that's not risky at all. That is certified.
I'm
you can
saying
book it right
look in this area as a whole. Like, I've got an upset here. I've got an upset here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just feels the most out of place. I don't think picking the SEC champion and a could have been Big 12 champion team to move on, I don't think that's crazy. I really
Could have
don't.
been.
Say what?
Keyword could have been. The actual Big 12 champion is probably. I mean, I don't think they're going to lose to Arkansas, but we'll see.
Well, that's great. I'm sure in your bracket, it doesn't look like mine, but we're low-key screen sharing my bracket.
I'm now debating switching. So my national championship is Arizona UConn, and I'm now kind of debating swapping UConn for Houston because I have them playing in the Final Four, and I have UConn winning, obviously, and I'm kind of having second thoughts.
UConn's your champion?
No, Arizona's my champion. UConn plays in the Natty.
Is it Dan
I'm just not
Hurley
that high
getting
on
them there,
UConn.
or is it their team? Like, that's what I'm wondering from you guys that
Yeah.
are loyal to UConn.
It's a combination, dude. They have experience too. Dude, Caravan has been there since they won their first, like 3 years ago.
And I can't
Like
stand the guy.
I don't like him either, but he's good and he's experienced and he's a great defender. They're just good, dude. That Reed guy there on the screen, man. That's the thing. Their leading scorer averages 13. They all eat. And they all play great defense. And Dane Hurley is one of the best coaches in the country. I think they've got the DNA to get it done. I know that's like a buzzword or whatever, but I do think they're very good.
And you have a great chance of being correct. You really do, because I took a risk, and I understand that. But I just really like the look of this UCLA basketball team, and we'll see what happens. It could all
Donovan
be
Dent plays and is healthy, it's not crazy at all. Donovan Dent is a star.
Yeah. I just
The reality is, all of our brackets are going to be horribly wrong.
Yeah. The reality is that we're all going to lose because Northern Iowa is going to go on a Sweet 16 or Elite 8 run, and we're just going to have to deal with it.
All right, guys. I'm currently searching. Y'all try to find the first game. I believe the first game that's being played is this
Ohio State TCU.
Wisconsin.
It's Ohio State TCU. It's always the second game. It's always the 8-9 in the top left.
Okay. Well, y'all go ahead, and I believe I got this one right. But is the next one Wisconsin High Point here?
Yes. Also, isn't Troy picking TCU? So we should all pick Ohio State because he's picking TCU.
Yeah, so I picked TCU. So everyone go ahead and book Ohio State because they're going to lose, or TCU is going to lose, and that's just what it is. It's going to happen.
Has it been that you've gotten the first game wrong every single time?
I'm not even joking. I think it's 5 straight. Like the statistics don't even favor that. There's just no way.
TCU. The odds are maybe I should play the odds and pick TCU. I don't know.
Hey man, be my guest, but when they lose, do not be surprised.
I do want to say
it's incredible holding this much power. If I decided to change my pick right now, I guarantee you TCU would win. It's just how it goes.
I do want to say that I think the games that are starting to scare me a little bit are a few of these 8-9 and 5-12 games that I didn't even like I spent time thinking about it, but it's like, oh, that's not happening. And the first one that I'm looking at, if I could just be so honest with you guys, is this St. John's Northern Iowa game. If there was ever a game to screw me over, it's definitely that St. John's one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or this Villanova-Utah State game.
The one what gave me pause, I just don't see St. John's being an early exit 2 tournaments in a row. That's why
they're so good. Rick Pitino is so good. Their team is good. They play defense. I love good defensive teams. I love defensive-minded, defensive-cultured teams, and that's one of them. And I just don't see them lose that often early. That's why I've got Houston in my Final Four, just like every other year.
5-12 is so weird because I feel like it's either like crazy close or just a massacre.
That's how it is. And there's always at least 1-12 that gets the job done.
Well, look at this statistic I've got on the screen right now.
64% is not that high.
And at least one has defeated a 5 seed in 34 of the 40 tournaments.
I feel like I have to pick one every year, and the only one I felt super confident in was, like, we're not even really confident, but the only one I was like, I could see this happening, like, realistically, even though they could all realistically happen, but the one I thought could most realistically happen was Wisconsin High Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And that's why I picked it.
Wisconsin is the 5 seed that I'm lowest on. Not to say they're a bad team. I like Texas Tech a lot. I like St. John's a lot. Who's the other 5 seed? Just
Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt.
I love Vanderbilt. So
Vanderbilt could be a 3 seed.
And then
of
Texas
all the 5
Tech.
Seeds, that's just the one I liked the least, and so I knew I was going to pick the 12 in that matchup.
Yeah.
I about did it, but I had to stop myself.
Texas Tech always does well in March. I feel like
they do.
They're always a second weekend team.
They're just a good team. They have a good coach. They have good players. They're good.
We don't know anything.
We don't know anything. We don't know
Even the
anything.
experts don't know anything. We
The
definitely.
experts don't know
That's why
anything.
I picked Penn over Illinois, because I knew I had to go at least like one outlandish, like, because I mean we
picked the
can sit
most
here and
efficient
say
offense in college basketball to get the upset against.
we can sit here and say like, oh, all these 1 through 3 seeds are elite. There's no way they should lose in the first round. One of them's probably going to lose in the first round.
One of them does every single year.
That's just how it goes.
Every year. Yeah.
Like, I mean, you catch them on the wrong day, the 14/13, whichever seed comes in hot, and like it's always gonna happen.
Bro,
It would have to be more about the
rewatched-
upset team as opposed to like the good team. I think it's.
I
More about
rewatched highlights from the game a couple years ago where Fairleigh Dickinson knocked off number 1 seed Purdue. They had no business winning that game. They made every shot. Purdue couldn't hit anything. They did a great job on Zach Edey, as good a job as the shortest team in the entire all 300 teams can do. And it's just like something like that is just going to happen. It's just going to, and there's no way to predict it.
Yo, look at this little analysis overview here for the Idaho Vandals. They rely almost 40% of their shots come from behind the arc. They have 7 players that have hit at least 25 threes. They have 4 players averaging between 12 and 14 points a game, but they just aren't good on defense.
Hey, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like it could be an upset team. Now they're playing Houston, so it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't
But-
expect Houston to get upset.
But that's a recipe. Go unconscious from 3, play decent enough defense, and you're good.
Yo, where's our boy from Oakland? Where's that guy that just hits like 90% of threes he's shooting?
Jack
where's he
Golke.
at, bro? Is he on Wright
know.
State? Is he going to
I
get
lost-
me again with UVA?
I lost contact with him after he got. I think he was on the Thunder's G League team actually,
He
and I haven't
was.
heard from him since then. Interesting. So he's not an accountant.
Not yet.
So
anyone who
Wright
can
State
shoot like
can't
that.
shoot the basketball at all.
I wonder who the white mascot of a Cinderella is going to be this year, because it's always a white dude who's leading these Cinderellas. I feel like
It very well could be TJ Power.
I hope it's TJ Power. I definitely hope it's not that dude from Miami, Ohio. I can't stand
Dude,
that guy.
it'll just be some random dude from Hofstra.
Oh,
That's what
Orlando.
it'll be. Hofstra will
He's
go
got
on
it,
like
yeah.
Hofstra will go on an Elite 8 run, and it'll be some random white dude from Hofstra who just goes lights out.
Should have been us.
Should have been.
Because there's always a low seed that people just aren't talking about and people are sleeping on, and then they come out and some player just goes stupid.
Bro, Wright State could beat
I'm telling
UVA.
you, bro. I said it earlier. Like it's all fun and games, but Wright State's just gonna upset Virginia in round 1.
If
It's
y'all
gonna
want to look
reaffirm
at
Zay
this,
not picking them in the first round ever.
so a fun little statistic is that Wright State. Okay, this is UVA's little paragraph. They're 16-0 when they get to 80 points this season, and they've won 3 or 4 games where they've allowed 90 points.
Oh my gosh.
This team just
So
does
just
not
another
play.
electric offensive team.
Yeah. If UVA does this to me again, I promise you for the rest of time I'll never put them past the first round.
Texas
Bro,
might be
they were
winning
just
this
the team to get beat early until they just went on a run and won the whole thing.
And
But
then
they're
since
still
then,
just
they've
that
just
team.
been the team to be beat early.
They had a fluke year where they were actually good, and every other year they're just fake good.
The one year that they were good was a fluke.
Are
NC State has fallen apart before my eyes.
NC State is not good.
They have-
Like I said, they've lost like 7 of their last 9 games. They're just not a good team.
Dude,
They
they've fallen
barely got
apart.
in here.
They're gonna lock
They
in.
barely snuck in here. I knew they were going to lose.
do you guys want to look at any matchups while I have this pulled up? Is there anything that's catching y'all's eye that y'all want to see? Just like little
Can I see
statistics
Penn
on.
versus Illinois?
Yeah.
Landry's
I don't
thinking,
like how popular this pick is becoming.
me either.
It's becoming too mainstream.
Here's TJ Power, your
Doesn't look
guy.
very popular from the data.
They never do, but they still happen.
They make 38% of
Facts.
their shots from long range. They're almost a 40% three-point team. Their best player, they beat Yale without their best player. He was out with a concussion.
Huh.
Which TJ Power
crazy.
scored 44 against Yale, so he stepped up.
That's the best player.
Yeah.
The real best
So
player.
out of 100 games, they won 1.
Hey, what if it's that one, man?
It could be.
40%.
Yeah.
I bet Fairleigh Dickinson won 0 games against Purdue, and then they played the actual game, and then they won.
True.
Or
Your computer can't predict a dude who averages like 6 points per game on FDU scoring 18. It just can't.
you guys remember the blowjob Bob game?
What are you talking about?
What?
Oral Roberts?
I remember them. I don't remember them being called that.
Blowjob.
I remember Max Asmus.
Dude, me and my
Yeah.
buddies in high school just referred to them as Blowjob Bob University through that entire week.
Kevin O'Banner. Shout out to Kevin O'Banner, man. What a great basketball player.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, that's rough.
Zay's just having
State,
fun
bro.
now. Why are you even looking at this matchup?
Yeah, this is not a game.
You haven't
Which is
winning the whole thing.
interesting.
Hey, they won one of
Tennessee
the
State.
simulations, though.
Look at that.
Hey, man.
49 and 11, low key. That's like 11 wins is a lot for a 2 seed. For a
It really is.
And they won it 3 straight years.
Can
They
you
got
guys
at least
name
a
all the
win.
15 seeds? Because I can. I'm sure everyone can, but...
How
Tennessee
cool do you
State,
feel after saying
Idaho.
Oh, I'm talking about the
Furman.
ones that... I'm talking about the ones that won. Sorry. I was not clear.
FGCU, St. Peter's,
Yep.
frick.
2020.
Wasn't it like Princeton?
Yeah, it was
Princeton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The Princeton Tigers.
Princeton Tigers.
All right. Well, are y'all about ready to wrap up? I feel like we've exhausted our March Madness topics.
I think we've burnt it out a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're at a good spot.
If y'all ready to end it, I'm ready.
I'm ready, bro. I gotta eat some cereal. I'm starving.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to our March Madness bracket episode. We had some technical issues, but it was really funny, and we appreciate you sticking around despite that. Hopefully you did. We're still young. It's gonna get better. Just bear with us here.
We're figuring things out, okay?
We are, and if we have a few laughs along the way, hey, we're all the better for it.
Maybe we'll get some in-person pods soon.
Real.
Hey, I would love to do some in-person pods.
But yes, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more March Madness, maybe some baseball. See ya.
Bless up.